Good morning, students. Myself Anjali Devi Panamala. My subject is electronic switching system. Today I am going to discuss about Unit 1 Introduction in electronic switching systems subject. First of all, introduction, evaluation of telecommunication, simple telephone communication, basics of switching system, manual switching system, major telecommunication networks. Okay, then coming to the telephone networks. In telephone conversation, the one who initiates the call is referred to as the calling subscriber, and the one for whom the call is destined is the called subscriber. Okay. In other cases of information transfer, the communicating entities are known as source and destination. Okay. Coming to the evaluation of the telecommunication. Evaluation of the telecommunication. Okay, coming to evaluation of the telecommunication. Historically, transmission of telegraphic signals over wires was the first technological development in the field of modern telecommunications. Okay, telegraphy was introduced in 1837. Telegraphy was introduced in 1837 in Great Britain and in 1845 in France. Okay, telegraphy was introduced in 1837 in Great Britain and in 1845 in France. Okay, in March 1876 Alexander Graham Bell demonstrated his telephone set and the possibility of telephony, that is long distance voice transmission. Graham Bell's invention was one of those rare inventions which was put to practical use almost immediately. Okay, his demonstration laid the foundation for telegraphy. Graham Bell demonstrates a point-to-point telephone connection. Graham Bell demonstrates point-to-point telephone connection. Okay, in March 1876, Alexander Graham Bell demonstrated his telephone set and the possibility of telephony, that is long distance voice transmission. Graham Bell's invention was one of those rare inventions which was put to practical use almost immediately. His demonstration laid the foundation for telephony. Graham Bell demonstrates a point-to-point telephone communication. Okay, then next, what is the diagram of point-to-point link? Okay, here point-to-point, here one point, second point, third point, fourth point and fifth point. Okay, here it is the connection between the points. Okay, this is the point-to-point communication. This figure shows a network with point-to-point links. Okay, this network, a calling subscriber, this is called the point-to-point connection. In this network, a calling subscriber chooses the appropriate link to establish connection with the called subscriber. Okay, in order to draw the attention of the called subscriber before information exchange, information exchange can be begun. Some form of signaling is required with each link. If the called subscriber is engaged, a suitable indication should be given to the calling subscriber by means of signaling. Okay, in this diagram there are 5 entities. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, in this diagram there are 5 entities and 10 point to point links and 10 point to point links. In general case, with n entities, in general case with n entities and 10 point to point, 10 point to point links. In general case with n entities, there are n of n minus 1 by 2 links. Okay, let us consider then n entities in some order. In order to connect the first entity to all other entities, we require n minus 1 links. With this, the second, this is the first entity, and the second entity okay, let us consider the n entities in some order. In order to connect the first entity to all other entities, we require n minus 1 links. With this, the second entity is already connected to the first. We now need n minus 2 links to connect the second entity to the others. For the third entity, we need n minus 3 links. We need n minus 3 links. For the fourth entity, n minus 4 links and so on. The total number of links are L, that is L equal to n minus 1 plus n minus 2 plus and so on plus 1 plus 0 equal to n of n minus 1 by 2. Okay. Networks with point to point links among all the entities are known as fully connected networks. Okay. Networks with the point to point links among all the entities are known as fully connected networks. Okay. The number of links required in a fully connected network becomes very large even with moderate value of n. For example, we require 1225 links for fully connecting 50 subscribers. Fully connecting 50 subscribers. Consequently, practical use of Bell's invention on a large scale or even on a moderate scale demanded not only the telephone sets and the pair of wires, but also the so-called switching system or the switching office or the exchange. With the introduction of the switching systems, the subscribers are not connected directly to one another. Instead, they are connected to the switching system. Okay, when a subscriber wants to communicate with another, a connection is established between the two at the switching system. Okay, that figure is here. It is the connection between the subscriber interconnection using a switching system. This is the switching system, and this is S1, S2, subscriber 1 and subscriber 2, Sn minus 1, Sn. Okay, this is the connection. Okay, this figure shows the subscriber interconnection using a switching system. Okay. When a subscriber wants to communicate with another subscriber. Another connection, a connection is established between the two at the switching system. Okay, in this figure it shows connection between subscriber S2 and Sn-1. In this configuration, only one link per subscriber is required between the subscriber and the switching system, and the total number of such links is equal to the number of subscribers connected to the system. Signaling is now required to draw the attention to the switching system to establish or release a connection. It should also enable the switching system to detect whether a called subscriber is busy, and if so, indicate the same to the calling subscriber. The functions performed by a switching system in establishing and releasing connections are known as control functions. The functions performed by a switching system in establishing and releasing connections are known as control functions. Okay. Early switching systems were manual and operator oriented. Limitations of operator manned switching systems were quickly recognized and automatic exchanges came into existence. Automatic switching systems can be classified as electromechanical and electronic. Electromechanical switching systems include step-by-step and crossbar systems. Okay. In electronic switching systems, the control functions are performed by a computer or a processor. Hence, these systems are called as stored program control. Okay. Then coming to the classification of switching systems. Coming to the classification of switching system. Classification of switching system. Switching system can be divided into two types. One is manual and other is automatic. One is manual and other is automatic. Other is automatic. Okay. In this automatic switching system, it is further divided into two types. One is electromechanical and other is electronic or stored program control. And electromechanical is subdivided into two types. One is Stroger or step by step, and other is crossbar. Then next, electronic or stored program control is further divided into two types. One is space division switching and another is time division switching. Okay. Then further time division switching is divided into two types. One is digital and another is analog. Okay. Then analog is further divided into three types. One is space switch, time switch and combination switch. Okay. Classification of switching system. Switching system classified into two types, manual and automatic. Automatic further divided into two types, electromechanical and electronic. Electromechanical divided into two types, Stroger or step by step and crossbar. Electronic switching system is also known as stored program control, that is divided into two types, space division switching and time division switching. Time division switching is also divided into two types, digital and analog. Digital is further subdivided into three types, space switch, time switch and combination switch. Okay, this is the evaluation and classification of the electronic switching system. Further we are discuss about telecommunication network. Okay, thank you.